These are always brutal. It's one of my favourite ab exercises though. Really good at getting that, bending that spine, like lateral flexion, and also like helping open up the rib cage as well. It's one of my favourite ones to do in the warm up. Before we hit some weights. So hard though. Aiming to get your hips all the way to the floor. Always do 8 reps. Eventually, once you get stronger, you can add some weight to this to make it a little bit harder. But at the moment, we're sticking with body weight because it's just a warm up. Absolutely brutal. Kills my sides, my obliques especially, and just like my back. Just feels so good for my lower back. I think having a good core routine, doing good core exercises where you're actually flexing the spine is one of the best ways to prevent lower back pain and to just strengthen your back in general. Because a lot of people just end up doing, for core work, they just do plank work or static exercises rather than actually moving the body, moving the spine, which is meant to do. And I think it's one of the most underrated ways to prevent back pain and to strengthen your back so that you don't get back pain, especially if you sit a lot and you're not really doing anything, you're just stuck in this static position, especially if you sit like at a desk and work all day. You need to be moving your spine, and this kind of exercises are great for that. That's why I like doing them in the warm-up also, because I feel a lot looser, feel a bit more flexible, and I just feel better doing them. And if I did left my core work till the end, I just wouldn't do it. So I think doing it in the warm-up is the best way, and it actually makes you actually do it. Plus you feel better for your session as well. We're going to do one more set of these, and then we're going to do some muscle ups and handstand work in between that too. Because like for upper body days, I don't like just doing weights. I like to do a bit of everything, a bit of core. Muscle ups is like a fun thing I'm trying to learn. Obviously I can do muscle ups, but I want to make them better. And handstands, I can kind of do one, hold for like 5 seconds, at my best. So I want to improve that time. You know, it's just something different rather than just doing weights all the time. I think doing these like calisthenics kind of stuff is better for your movement. I think it helps you. You also build a lot of muscle, especially doing muscle ups. Obviously, you're doing a pull in action and a push in action in one, and it's quite a fun, cool thing to do in the gym. Yeah, and it just changes up training a little bit rather than just hitting weights, doing bodybuilding splits. It gets a little bit boring, and you're not really achieving anything. You're just doing it for the look rather than actually doing it for like learning a skill and all that. And even though you're learning that skill, like the muscle up and handstand, you're still improving the way you look also. So it's a bit of an added bonus. Then after we've done that, we're going to go into our weight training. But yeah, we'll do one more set of these and then go into muscle ups. Okay, we're on to our muscle up and handstand work now. For these, I always like to do one set or maybe 2 sets banded. And do one set higher band, like a thicker band, and one set a lower band, just to like get the warm up, get the movement in, rather than just going straight into muscle ups, because it's quite a hard exercise to do, going straight into a muscle up. So I like to do little banded ones first. Nice thick band, get like 5 to 8 reps in, because it's quite easy. So it's just like a warm up, then go into a lighter band, then do lighter ones, do more reps like that as well. I feel nice and loose after that core work, so let's get into it. Oh, worst part's always putting that band on, fuck. Always trying to also, when I'm doing these, trying to, especially with the band, trying to keep my legs nice and straight. So I'm working on being that strict form, rather than like when I do muscle ups right now, like free weight, body weight, I'm always having to like lift up my knees, and I want to work on my form. So when I'm doing them with the band, I'm trying to work on being as strict as possible, trying to keep those legs as straight as possible. So like, I'm not using too much momentum, I'm actually just using my upper body, rather than trying to, you know, having to use my knees and work on that momentum. I want to be able to do eventually, be able to do proper muscle up, like a strict muscle up, where it's basically just using your upper body rather than having to rely on your legs swinging you up. So we're going to do one set with a lighter band, and then do some bodyweight ones. Okay, again, we're going to go for 5 reps. See if we can keep these nice, good form, keeping those legs nice and straight. Obviously, it's way harder with this one. It's a big difference, but let's just see what we can do. Almost feels like body weight. Oh, it's way harder than I thought it was going to be. Oh. Oh. Okay, that was way harder than I thought it was going to be, but still managed to keep at least one leg straight. Had to use a little bit of momentum with the left, but that's fine. I'm still trying to work on it, so maybe next time we'll do like a little bit thicker band, because there's one in between the green and this, and work on that a bit more. But okay, now we're going to do some bodyweight ones. Just trying to be as strict as possible with it, trying to keep the legs as straight as possible, even if we just get one rep, rather than doing like continuous reps, because I think once I do that, my reps end up being crap, and I'm swinging way too much. And it's not like that's like not that's bad, because it is still a muscle up, but I just want to work on my strictness, be able to do them like more strict, trying to keep the legs straight. So I'm just using upper body. Not that it's cheating or anything using your legs, just a bit. I just want to be better at it. I just want to get better at them, and it's going to take time. So I'm going to try and be as strict as possible with these. Obviously, I will use my legs a little bit, but I'll try to use them as little as possible. To be fair, they feel good. I mean, obviously I'm using my legs a little bit much, but they felt way easier than normal. I think I was like, especially the first rep, was throwing myself over the bar. I felt really comfortable. I think definitely doing the banded ones before help a lot. Just works on that form a little bit, gets me warmed up too for it. And that's definitely helping a lot, doing that before I go into my working sets. So we're only going to do like 3 sets maybe, so that's only 1 set, 2 reps. That was fine. 2 more sets, and we're going to go into we've got bench press, we've got weighted pull-ups. Again, like weighted pull-ups are good, they help with the muscle ups, because one of my main goals is getting good at muscle ups. So managing to get heavy weighted pull-ups quite good for that. Also doing like explosive pull-ups, like clap pull-ups would be good for that too, so might add that in later on in weeks, just to improve the muscle ups, get me more explosive upper body. And then so we've got weighted pull-ups, and we're going to do some armor work. Just I think today will be shoulder press, dumbbell shoulder press with some lateral raises, just to work on, because I know my shoulders are pretty weak. I don't dumbbell shoulder press that much, it's quite embarrassing, so I kind of want to improve that. Might not go too high a rep, trying to keep the reps down, get the intensity higher, because when I'm doing like 10 to 12 reps of them, I can't really go that heavy, and my shoulders are absolutely dead, and I'm not actually making progress on it. So I want to make a little bit more progress on them, so I'm going to go a little bit heavier with less reps. Because the main thing is in that intensity. When you got that good intensity, you don't need that much volume. You're still getting like a good workout, and you're still getting a great stimulus, and you're still building muscle. As long as you've got a good intensity, you don't need too much volume to make some progress. Okay, 1 more set. We're going to do 2 more reps, and then we're going to our bench press. We haven't shown you the handstand. We did a little bit of handstand work earlier. We didn't show you it, but just gets a bit boring. It's just me trying to do handstands against the wall. Nothing really to show there. So we're going to the bench press next. Okay, we're on bench press. We're just doing warm-up sets at the moment. We're doing 80 kilo. We're going to do 5 reps of this. This is what I always do. I always do like 60 kilo for 10 or 8 to 10 reps, 80 kilo for 5 reps, 90 kilo for 2 reps, and I always go hit a 1 rep max. So today we're only doing 2 hard sets. We're doing like we're going to put 105 on the bar, and we're going to do as many reps as we can at that weight. I'm aiming for, I don't think I'll get 2. I haven't done bench in a while, a couple of weeks, so I think we'll get 2 reps of that, and then we're going to do back off set of 10 reps. So this is what we did yesterday on leg day. For squats though, we did 10 rep max for back squats, and we did 1 heavy single, and we did 10 rep max back squats. We're going to do the similar here. We're going to do for like 1 to 2 reps. I don't know, we'll see what we get on with the 105 kilo. If we can do 2, we'll do 2. If we can only do 1, we'll do 1. Then we're going to do drop off set for 10 rep max. Just trying that out this week. I don't really do much more than 3 hard sets in a set anyway on an exercise. So today we're just going to do 2 hard sets, just different different ones, so different intensities, one heavy single and then into back off set of 10 rep max. Just going to change things up. I mean, it's comfortable, but could be easier. And my upper body days and lower body days are kind of similar in a way. Like for my lower body days, I normally do plyometrics and jumps at the start of a session, while on my upper body days I do calisthenics and abs. I mean, it's not the same, but like I have like a routine to it all, and then I do 2 or 3 strength exercises for upper body, lower body. I do the same for upper body, and then for upper body I do armor building, so I do like my shoulder press, or I'll do bicep curls. And that's one thing I don't do for lower body normally, is do some armor building. It's probably something I need to add in. For like lower body, the armor building I would do would probably be like isometric lunge holds or isometric kind of stuff, maybe like high rep, kind of hip kind of stuff like that. Or like sometimes I do like hip cable knee drive and all that kind of stuff. It's good for building the armor around the legs, just getting a little bit hypertrophy working, because it's not something I do a lot of volume on. My legs I normally do quite low volume, high intensity, so sometimes it is good to do some low volume stuff, high volume stuff, and that's probably what I need to do a little bit more on my legs. So like, as I'm saying, like sometimes they are a little bit similar, my upper and lower days, like the way I set it up. But apart from I do a lot less volume work on my lower body, I do a little bit more volume work on my upper body by doing like the hypertrophy, like arms and shoulders. There's probably something I need to add into my lower days, because I just do a lot of plyos and jumps, and they take up a lot of my time, and that's what I'm trying to focus on anyway, so it's good. But yeah, that's kind of the way I set it up. For upper days I do calisthenics and abdominal work and warm up, do 2 or 3 strength exercises, normally 2, like today we're doing bench press and pull-ups, it's perfect, all I need. And then do some hypertrophy work, today we're doing shoulder press and lateral raises, perfect, do a good intensity of that, 2 to 3 sets, hard sets is enough. And then for lower days, like yesterday we did plyos, like 3 different plyometric exercises, just gradually increase intensity, and then we did some jumps. That normally takes me like 25 to 30 minutes, which is quite a long time. And then I do like 2 strength exercises yesterday, the back squats, single leg RDLs. Sometimes I will add in like an isometric lunge hold or a little hip exercise or something like that. It's probably something I need to add in more, but yeah, that's how I like to set up my upper and lower days. I think it's perfect. I think it works really well. I think you're working on a lot of different physical qualities rather than just working on strength or hypertrophy, working on speed, like especially upper body day, we're working on movement, working on body weight exercise, working a little bit, learning a bit of a skill, and we're doing some strength work, and we're hitting some hypertrophy work. So we're managing to work on a lot of various things. In the lower body, we're managing to work on plyometrics, working on jumps, we're working on speed, we're working on strength, working on building strength all over. So it's good to have a variety of things rather than just doing like a bodybuilder split, where you're just working on looking good and building muscle. Even when you do this kind of stuff, you still build muscle at the same time, like the stuff I do. So I think it's a good way. It's various, it's different, and it's nice to do rather than just doing weights. You're actually doing different things and learning different skills, and I think that's important too, rather than just doing weight training. So we're going to do 2 reps of this. Okay, 105 here. I'm only expecting 1 rep, to be honest. Those 90s did not feel good, so I should be getting more. But I just seem to be struggling to improve on bench press, which is frustrating, but yeah, that's poor. Normally we can do way more than that, but we'll take it for a day. We're going to go down to 90 and try and do 10 reps. We're going to do 10 rep max, 90. Should manage 10 reps. If we can only do 8, we'll do 8. We're just going to do as many as we can, but we're going to aim for 10. Should be all right. But that was poor, 105. Bench press is always something I've struggled with. Not really sure why. I mean, struggling to get past 105. I think my best has been 115. Maybe it was 120 in the past, which is quite good, but we're struggling to get past 105 at the moment. Normally do more than 1 rep, but that 1 rep felt tough. Don't know if it's because I haven't done it in 2 weeks, which still shouldn't matter that much, but it is what it is. We get on with it. We're going to do 90 for aim for 10. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, 7. Oh, that's poor. we're going to do cluster set. We're going to do 3 more reps. We're going to rest like 30 seconds, then do 3 reps. That's poor though. Normally we can do 10 reps of this quite comfortably, but yeah, today's not a good day for bench press. Some days you just feel like that though. Just, you don't feel the best. Well, I actually didn't feel that bad. Just don't feel strong for some reason. But it is what it is. You've got to get through those days as well. These are the most important days, you know. Just because you don't feel good doesn't mean you shouldn't come to the gym. You shouldn't train hard. Because that consistency is what matters. You just got to keep coming, even if it sucks. You just got to do what you can. Still push yourself as much as you can. Right, cluster set. 3 reps. Surely I'll manage that now. Nice, we'll take it. Okay, we're going to pull up next. Okay, I know it's moaning about my bench press being crap, but realistically I know what I need to do if I want to get better at it. Probably need to eat a little bit more, put on a little bit more weight, but I'm not willing to do that because I don't want to be too heavy. I'm already quite heavy for playing football, for playing sport, so I don't want to put on any more weight to improve my bench press. I want to try and improve my bench press as much as I can at this weight, but I know that if I put on more weight, I probably would improve my bench press because I'd be eating more calories, we'll be able to push it a little bit more, but I'm not willing to do that, so I'm trying to max it out as much as I can at my weight. I don't know, I'm just struggling with it, but we're just going to keep going with it, hopefully. And also, another way to improve it is just to keep doing it. Do it more and more. Probably need to do more than once a week. Probably need to do at least twice a week, but we've only been doing once a week recently, so. And also we can maybe change up the reps like I did today, did 10 rep max, or try to do a 10 rep max. Maybe changing up that will help with bench press too, but I know that putting on weight and doing it more often will 100% help it. But we're not willing to put on weight, so maybe we just have to do it more often and change up the rep scheme. Maybe that'll help, but we're going to keep going with it. But okay, now we're on with pull-ups. We've already done 2 sets. This is our final set. 5 reps, 20 kilo. Let's do it. It felt really strong for 20 kilo. I mean, I can normally do more. Well, normally I do it 25 kilo for 5 reps. That 20 kilo set felt probably one of the strongest I've felt doing it. So quite proud of that, happy with that. Okay, one more thing, superset, dumbbell shoulder press, lateral raise, and that's us done for today. Last thing, a little bit of shoulder press, some lateral raise. This is actually a killer shoulder burnout, but we're gonna go 25 kilo. We're only gonna do 8 reps. Don't know if I can do this. I haven't done 25 kilo in a long time. Normally I do like 20 to 24 kilo and do like 10 to 12 reps. So we're trying to increase that intensity a little bit with these because I know I suck at shoulder press. I mean, 25 kilo isn't good. It's not impressive. So I know I suck at them, but I want to get better at them. So now when we do them, we're going to go a little bit more high intensity, lower volume. We should get 8 reps with these. We're only going to do 2 sets. We're going to superset it with some lateral raises, but let's just see how we get on. Okay, felt okay. 8 reps was pretty good there. Maybe we could have done more, but I know for the second set I wouldn't get, I'd probably get way less if I did 10 reps there, but we'll take that for now. We're gonna do some lateral raise. It's a very humbling exercise, lateral raise, because can't really go too heavy with it. We're just gonna do 1 arm at a time. We probably could do more than 5 kilo, but this is what it is here for quickness. Couldn't really be arsed going through to the other room to get dumbbells, so just do 5. I'll just do it till, I don't even know how much reps I've done. I'll just do it till my shoulders are burning. I can't do any more. Oh, I'm not feeling strong today at all, which happens, I guess, sometimes. But I'm still here, still training, still getting in a good workout. Again, not counting reps again. Fuck knows how much I've done. Oh. Okay, so we just got one more set to do, and then that was us for the day. But that was a good session overall. You know, I really enjoyed doing the calisthenics, like the muscle ups, in the warm up, and trying to improve on that. It's good, but also like the plank bridge thing I did, side plank bridge. I think I call it the legs elevated full range of motion side plank bridge. It's one of my favourite exercises for abs. And not even just that, just improving your back, preventing back, but not preventing back pain, but strengthening your back and your spine so that back pain comes less often. I think that's one of the main things I like to do, lateral flexion and flexion of the spine. It just helps improve your back and strengthen your back, which is so important for a lot of people, especially if you're working all day at a desk, or anyone, to be honest. Like, I used to get a lot of back pain, and I don't even work at a desk, so I don't know how. I think it's because I'm tall. I used to get a lot of back pain, especially in the lower back, but honestly, ever since I've been doing this kind of stuff with the abs and the spine, I barely get any. In fact, I rarely get any. The last time I did it was because I was stupid and I squatted really heavy and got stuck under the bar, but that was my own fault. But definitely, I rehabbed that pretty well myself just by doing a lot of the bending kind of spine stuff and strengthening the core, rather than doing like planks in that stacked position, that stuck tight position. You're better off moving, because you're also not even just moving your back, you're moving your rib cage, opening yourself up and everything, and that's super important for back pain. So that's why that's one of my favorite exercises, and just any kind of exercise that laterally flexes the spine I think is great. Then we also did some bench press, which kind of sucked. Pull-ups, felt really strong with pull-ups, happy with that. Those 3 sets of 5 felt really comfortable, really strong. Sometimes you just know, sometimes you just feel strong, and when you're doing the exercise you just feel it and you feel like, fuck, I feel strong today. I felt strong in the pull-ups, but the bench press I didn't, so it was a bit weird, but that is what it is. Today was maybe more a pulling day than it was pushing. It happens, whatever. And these feel okay with the dumbbells, but yeah, just trying to improve that intensity in the shoulder press. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. Hope you've learned something, and I'll see you next time.